Welcome to Big Will Knows Wrestling. You know who I am. I'm Will, coming to you with episode 11, the greatest weekend of wrestling in history. The greatest weekend of wrestling. For you guys that didn't watch, first of all, for everybody that was in New York, I hope you guys had a great time. I would love to be there, but didn't schedule my vacation in time. You know, all these extra things that's going on. But for you guys that were in New York that enjoyed it, that was an awesome weekend. I was watching a lot of the Instagram videos, the Snapchats, the YouTubes. It looked like it was an excellent weekend. I'm so upset that I couldn't be a part of it. I couldn't come down there, but hey, maybe next year. Of course, you know, I'm coming to you with my Atlanta Braves hat. It's baseball season full swing. I got another Elite shirt. This time I got the Hangman, Adam Page. But before I get this show started, I'm gonna have to give credit for this one, but I have to say this because he worked me very hard on Instagram Live, but I gotta let it play for a second. Walking arenas, I'm shutting it down and I'm raising the bar. Y'all look like the kind of get lost in a shovel just playing. First of all, I do not own the rights to this music from WWE or from Josiah Williams, but I just wanted to say congratulations to Josiah Williams from Wrestling Flow. He is an official employee of WWE working on their Instagram channel, work for the WWE PC. I'm proud of him. I told him that he was going to be in WWE by TakeOver Toronto, and he was going to be performing his theme for Adam Cole or for the Velveteen Dream, which one? And lo and behold, he's an official WWE employee around WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure you guys saw him on the Instagram stories, but congratulations to you. I sent you congratulations, gave you a scripture like I always do to encourage this man. I just want you guys, once again, to keep this man encouraged. Keep him going in the right direction. Keep him going where he needs to go. Keep him inspired. And let's pray that he have a long WWE career, which eventually returns into him also working with CFOs. I'm pretty sure it's got to be in the contract somewhere. I mean, you know, if he's not working with CFOs, I'll be shocked. But I hope you guys really had a good WrestleMania weekend. Those 3 big shows were incredible shows. I gotta put my hats off. I already knew TakeOver was gonna be lit, but this, and it's hard to say because I was one of the ones that was like, you know, I started watching New Japan and Ring of Honor when the Cody, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega's rise. And when I left, I thought, like, I knew that New Japan could continue, but I thought that Ring of Honor would be the one that would suffer the most. But apparently, this G1 Supercard was a show like no other. Like a show I've never seen before. It's a lot of things I'm going to get into it. But I mean, I have to go into the correct order. But before I continue, I have to let you guys know. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to this on SoundCloud, please subscribe to the SoundCloud. Will Knows Wrestling, by the way. Follow me on Twitter at Big Will Wrestle 2. I'm trying to get my followers up. Listen, I'm not into Twitter. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm trying because it seems like with all the crazy stuff talk, and I sometimes say some crazy things. And lo and behold, I said one thing, and unfortunately it happened. Juice Robinson needs to be on the New Japan Pro Ring of Honor's G1 Supercard, and he was on it. But I'm glad he was on it. Also on Instagram at Big Will Knows Wrestling. If you don't, another quick plug, I am looking to host this show with somebody else. I will change the name. I will do whatever I need to do. But I feel like I should be able to bounce topics off somebody else. I feel like I want to talk to somebody. If you know anybody that wants to be featured on the show, that just wants to talk wrestling with me one time, just hit me and DM me on Instagram or Twitter. Give me a comment, and I'll bring you in on the show. Eventually, I want to go live with some people. But hey, we'll figure out what's next. We'll figure out the next steps from there. But that's just quick plugs to the social media networks. NXT TakeOver was incredible. I know everybody's been saturating you with each match. I'm just gonna give you the best match, the worst match, and I don't even know. Like, none of these matches were bad, except for the WrestleMania card, but we'll get to that. But Adam Cole and Johnny Wrestling delivered, but the winner of the match didn't deliver, because for some odd reason, I really thought in my mind, and Johnny Gargano, I apologize, because I like you. I like Adam Cole too, but I really thought this was Adam Cole's time and you were going to the main roster. Like, I strategically thought this out. I'm like, there's no way Johnny Wrestling wins this title. But Johnny Gargano won the title. The match is incredible. The Undisputed Era still couldn't stop Johnny Wrestling. That's crazy. So we'll see where that goes from there. Aleister Black and Ricochet parted ways in NXT from what it looks like. Even though on Monday Night Raw last night, it still looked like the show was still going to be, like, they're still going to be on NXT, but we just got to go from there and just wait and pray and see what's going to happen and what's going on. But it was a good show. It's an A+ for me. I don't know what's going to happen from here. You got to really tune in to NXT. I really thought Bianca Belair was going to get the championship. Hopefully she debuts on SmackDown or something. But for her to get choked out again by Shayna Baszler kind of just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. So it's kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where it goes from here. So you just got to really, like, just pay attention and just hope for the best and hope that everything goes the way it needs to go. But to everybody, I just went live. I'm tuning in. For those who stepping in to look, thank you. G1 Supercard. Now, this is the one where I was just like, oh man, I got to get home for this one. I got to make sure I'm watching it at home. I was expecting a lot from the G1 Supercard, and I'm not going to say it over-delivered, it's super-delivered, because Juice Robinson was on the card. Okada and Jay White. First of all, for those who don't know, Jay White has lost the title to the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. I was one of the main ones that said, I'm just gonna play the video back. I like it if they're building up for Okada to take the title again. That's the only way I'm gonna roll with it. But if it's clear that they're trying to develop a star that looks like us, American, when he's clearly Australian, first of all, then I don't like it. It's pointless. I don't even know why you. But I was one of the ones that said that the only way Jay White winning the title is legit is if Okada's going to take it from him at the G1 Supercard. And look what happened. Okada is the champion again. And the one thing I would say about that is, I told everybody, I was like, yeah, Jay White has bested Okada, but he ain't bested Okada when it comes to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He's on a whole nother level. That's something that you can't even, that's not even close. Like, that Okada is like unbeatable to me. I mean, Kenny Omega beat him, but look how long it took for Kenny Omega to beat him. Like, the IWGP Championship is something, as a whole, Okada's on a whole nother level. We gotta see where it goes from here. Naito, of course, lost the title. I was a little, I mean, I like Kota Ibushi, but Naito as the IWGP champion was pretty good. I mean, Intercontinental champion was pretty good. Hopefully he goes for the heavyweight championship now. I don't know. But his partner from Los Ingobernables de Japón, Rush, really shocked me. Like, that was my first time ever seeing Rush go for the championship. When I have a match. I didn't see him in CMLL. I'm trying to get into more wrestling people. A lot of wrestling contact to watch, but that's my first time seeing him in Ring of Honor. And this guy is legit, you know. He's a little bit. He kind of reminds me of a Andrade Cien Almas, but a little bit. But I can tell he's better. He's bigger and he's stronger and he's faster. Because, you know, I mean, granted, it's all part of the show. But hey, we gotta give props where it's due. Rush is on the lit. My OMG moment of the night was PCO. Oh my God, man, PCO. Blackball from the wrestling industry, and this dude is like legit Still going at it. Look the information online. Dude, 51 years old. Still putting on the show of shows. Got powerbombed outside the ring and did an Undertaker kip up and still got hurt. Unfortunately, that match was won by the Gorillas of Destiny. Tamatanga threw the Ring of Honor title away. You know, cussing like he normally does. I'm not going to repeat his language. But the show was pretty good. I mean, the show was pretty good. The only thing that really messed me up, and I tried to talk to Janelle from HR, from Drop It To This podcast, because she went on Snapchat, and I wanted to ask her, but so Enzo Amore, or A1 as he's called now, and Big Kaz with 2 Z's popped up at the show attacking the Briscoe brothers. Bubba Ray Dudley came down. They didn't show them boys no love whatsoever. So of course, I was trying to figure. I'm like, did these boys really just crash the Ring of Honor? I'm like, bro, like of all the shows to crash to attack somebody, you crashed the Ring of Honor shows. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're banned from the WWE. That's obvious, but they really legit attacked these superstars. They got into a full-on fight. Security had to escort them. Bubba Ray, with Bully Ray, was talking about it on Bustin' Open yesterday. He said he won't give them the time of day. He won't say their names. He won't make them famous. But I just wanted to know if it was a work. I feel like it was a work, but I won't know until it comes out on TV. My sources, I don't have that many sources that will tell me, so I just have to ask the questions and hopefully somebody responds. But I feel like it was a work. As far as WrestleMania is concerned, WrestleMania has been the best. Last year's WrestleMania was trash, like was dirtball garbage compared to this WrestleMania. We got everything we wanted to see. We wanted Seth to win. We got Kofi. KOFIMANIA is alive and well, and it's going to stay alive for as long as he wants to win the title. Now, he almost lost the title now, but he's still going to be the champ. Kofi Kingston is lit. KOFIMANIA is alive and well. I want to know where it goes from here. We just got to pay attention and we got to see. But I don't know, man. It's real hard. It's real hard. Because KOFIMANIA was the biggest thing that everybody wanted to see, and it over-delivered. Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston put on a great match, a great show. It don't get no better than those two. So hopefully we'll see what goes on there. Kofi keeps the championship. I also saw a rumor online that Kofi Kingston may lose it by SummerSlam. I don't know. Hopefully, I just want to see all 3 of them hold the tag team titles. I want to see them hold the tag team titles and the World Heavyweight Championship at the same time. That's what I really want to see. Or see somebody go get the Intercontinental Championship. Big E got applause yesterday on Monday Night Raw for doing that split. So we just got to play it by ear and see where everything lands and see how everything goes. But as far as the main event, I feel like the main event, first of all, no, we're going to stay on topic because I don't want to get mad. I don't want to explain myself. I don't want to tell you how I felt, but we'll get back to that. The main event of the show delivered because we got Becky Lynch to see. The match lasted, I think, about 30 minutes or more. Ronda Rousey looked real out of her element with those two other, with Charlotte and Becky. Charlotte to me was an afterthought to me. I mean, she wasn't, but I was like, Charlotte, we know you're not going to win. Go sit down. It's either going to be Becky or Ronda. Pick one. But eventually Becky Lynch won. I was happy that she won. The man is the man. And we just got to see where everything goes. We got to see where everything goes from there. Lacey Evans apparently gave her the women's right. So we're going to see where this goes. Becky, I know you beat everybody else, but Lacey Evans is not. She's not better than Asuka, but she's on the big level. Like, don't treat her like she's just any scrub from NXT. She's actually lit, but we'll get back to that. The timetables for these shows, well, first of all, for WrestleMania started while I was at work. I didn't get off the work that day, Sunday, until like 5. And that junk lasted past midnight. And how I know that match lasts is because, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a spring chicken like I used to be. I'm 27 years old, but you know, when you're working all day, you ain't finna stay up. You're gonna fall asleep on something. I fell asleep in the middle of. When I woke up, I fell asleep in the middle of Triple H Batista match. First of all, I feel like the Kofi and Dan Bryan match should have been later in the show, but I digress by that. But I fell asleep in the middle of the match of Batista and Triple H, and I woke up, Batista won. I dozed off again, and apparently Kurt Angle was giving his retirement speech after he just lost Baron Corbin. I was staying up, I saw the Demon's entrance, and then out of nowhere, Demon was killing it. And I wake up, he won a match, but then I didn't happen to know that what's his name was actually competing with him for a little bit. Like I was really tired. You know what I'm saying? Pay-per-views don't really last that long. That's a big card. Like I really hope, and then I think, actually I stayed up and watched parts of the women match, the entrances and a little bit. I didn't see how Becky won. I just woke up and she happened to have both titles in her hand. Kept dozing off, but that card was long. I think at midnight was when that match took place, and I'm just like, there's just no way. I'm like, bro, can't nobody sit there for no 8 hours or however long it was to sit here and try to like have matches and try to compete. It was just off the chain. It was crazy, but that's a long card, man. I don't know how people that went to WrestleMania feel. But I heard it was a nightmare trying to get out of there. Jersey Transit was already like, man, come on. So people would probably left at 12 and then get home to 3 in the morning. I'm like, do they really want to deal with that? So it's like I'm upset I didn't go to WrestleMania for the events, but I'm kind of happy I didn't go to WrestleMania because I don't think I could deal with sitting there trying to be excited at the middle of the night out in the freezing cold at 12 midnight because the last match didn't start till the entrances didn't start till 12 midnight. So hopefully WWE does something differently. They don't have keep your basic matches, all championship matches. You may have one little match in between, but you took the title and then you took the title away from Asuka, and your card was still pretty big. I think we should tear that down. We should dial that down and figure out how to go from there, or put some more on the pre-show or something. And they already had 4 matches on the pre-show, but maybe it could have did a little bit more. Something, but we gotta see where everything goes from here. Dean Ambrose made his final appearance on Raw. And this is the first time where I really was thinking, well, I knew that it couldn't have been a work. It went on too long for it to be a work, but I really don't know what's next for Dean Ambrose, man. I really can't put it in perspective. Really don't. Like the way it's looking, they're talking about like he's like retiring. Like he's saying he's not re-signing with the company. We don't know what's next. I really think that Dean Ambrose is probably he's not retiring. I think what he's probably gonna do is take a break from the company. He needs to take a break for himself. That's what I feel like. I feel like if somebody's frustrated, if you're a top guy in WWE and you're frustrated with where you're going, you don't just leave the company, you know what I'm saying, to go to another company. I mean, that's happened before with certain superstars, but I really feel like with his status, he probably is gonna have to take some time away and probably go try something else, and if it doesn't work, come back to WWE. But hopefully, I wish him well. I hope the best for Dean Ambrose. I hope that he really goes on and does his best with his next step. 2 small little things. NXT call-ups. This is the season for it. The Superstar Shake-Ups next week. They're already calling for it. I was excited last night watching Monday Night Raw. The one thing that I heard the music hit, and I was just like, oh, it's about to get real. So for those who didn't know, Lars Sullivan has been out of action. He was supposed to debut a while ago, but he finally debuted at WrestleMania. The next best kept secret next to John Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick coming back for a second. That was one of the best kept secrets. I heard the music hit. It was ding, ding, dong, dong. And then dong, 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 dong. And my wife was watching me look at it. She's like, what's going on? I was like, oh snap, Kurt, get out the ring. And long what happened? His music he walked out, I was like, oh, it's about to get real. Lars Sullivan's on the way to the ring. And he's a heel. I was like, thank you, Jesus. He came down there, he attacked Kurt Angle, left, and I was just like, man, I've been waiting for Lars Sullivan on the main roster. I felt like Lars Sullivan didn't need to leave NXT. But, you know, when you're a big guy, you got to make an impact. But he finally came back. He's finally on the roster. So we got to finally see the last of those call-ups that were from January. We don't know what's going to happen to Aleister Black and Ricochet. I think they're going to split up. I don't know which one of them are going to go. But hopefully they split up. That tag team thing was really because they needed help on the main roster and they was killing it in NXT as a tag team. But I think the Superstar Shakeup is going to announce where a lot of these people are going to go. But as far as those that have not been announced, RumorRoundup.com, it's been speculated that the call-ups for the women could be Candice LeRae and Kairi Sane. Candice LeRae is shocking me because I really wanted her to go win the NXT Women's Championship. I mean, even though that Kairi is kind of deep, and she is really good. She is really good. I really thought that, you know what I'm saying, she'll have some more time in NXT, but I think she wants to go. They want her to come to the main roster. She can actually wrestle. She's pretty good. So she deserves to come to the main roster, but I just really wanted her to dominate. And I want her to be like all the women. I mean, everybody can't dominate NXT. You know, because Lacey Evans was there, Nikki Cross was there. They didn't really win titles, but they really did do good in NXT. So everybody can't dominate NXT, but I mean, I can't really knock it. If they want to call her up, call her up. And Kairi Sane, you know, she's been winning champion. She really hasn't had a main storyline. She was just a tag team with Io Shirai. Competed in a match on NXT because you can't have a triple threat and not. You need to include her. You can't have a match with her not included. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their WrestleMania weekend, the Super Bowl of wrestling. I hope everybody has had a good time. The people that were there, I hope you enjoyed yourself. WrestleMania is going to be in Tampa next year. I probably will be there. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm aiming to go there this year to be a part of events. To the A Kenny With Your Thoughts podcast, if you're watching me, I'm going to be on your show eventually, probably when I come to Tampa, so you need to be on the lookout. To the Jabba Tears podcast, I want to be on your show. I know it's going to probably be via satellite because I ain't coming to New York no time soon. And it ain't because I don't want to go to New York. I just probably won't get there no time soon. So anybody that wants to be on my podcast, who wants to talk wrestling with me, who wants to school me in some wrestling, please DM me. Big Will Knows Wrestling on Instagram, Big Will Wrestles 2 on Twitter. Talk to me. Let's talk wrestling. I would love to have a co-host. I would love to do that. But I need more people to reach out to me, you know. I don't want to sing that song. I'm not going to sing that song, you know, but okay, I'll sing the song. Reach out and touch. Yeah, that sounds like, oh man, that kind of hurt my shoulder, you know. I'm back in the gym doing the Full Gear Challenge. Shout out to being the Elite Crew, Hangman Page. Yeah, got your shirt on, buddy. But that's gonna do for this episode. I'm not sure about another episode this week, but if it does come, the way I'm feeling good, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. But thanks for you guys for watching. I must bid you all adieu. I'm just playing. Peace.